Hello and welcome to episode 12 of the Culture Collective podcast. I'm here, joined by three people over on Discord today. Gib, how are you, mate?
Hello. Hello.
You made it for this week's episode. We've got Parsons.
Yep.
Well, he's a bitch, isn't he? Hello. I'm here.
Hi, and we've got Mitchell. Whose internet's just died on cue.
Oh, for fuck.
I plugged my phone in and it died.
For fuck's sake.
But more importantly, who are you? Who are you?
And I'm
I'm
Gabe.
Mitchell. I'm here for most of the episodes.
Yeah.
But who
Right.
is the host?
I'm Gabe, the person who messes up intros and can't play games and genuinely fucks things up. So
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'll
on
give you
this
that
week
one.
of crashing a train into a cliff, gaming.
Excuse me?
Game nominees awards.
Did we change? Oh, yeah, shit. Just realised that. Oh, that's me.
Yes,
That's me.
It's you.
So have you heard of the Game Awards, peeps?
No.
No,
Fucking
I
hell,
haven't.
really? Oh,
No.
wow.
Nope. Was
So
not
every
aware.
year... Fucking hell. So every year they do Game Awards. It's kind of in the bloody title.
Okay.
No shit.
Well, there's lots of them. So basically, I'll just say it's, like best game, best story, best design, best music, best character, best all that shit.
Well, Red Dead should be in all of that then.
It's so far, it's Red Dead and God of War that are tying with 8 nominations each
Okay, that makes sense.
Good.
because they're both very good games. Got best ongoing game we got Destiny 2, Fortnite, yes, No Man's Sky or Overwatch. What would you put? What would you say?
What's this for?
This is the best ongoing game.
Best
And the
ongoing
nom-
game. And did you just say No Man's Sky? Am
I
hearing
did
that
just say
correctly?
No Man's Sky.
Yeah, that's a bit debatable,
Are
isn't
you
it?
sure?
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely sure.
Um,
No Man's Sky is a nomination.
I mean, the kids will vote for Fortnite.
Fortnite
Nobody
will
will
win.
vote for No Man's Sky
Fortnite
apart from the
is
developers. And even the developers probably won't because they know it's kind of died anyway.
There's
They
best
added a
game-
turret recently.
Yep, they did.
Yay,
Mountain
turret.
turret.
Fortnite.
Something even more OP that can kill people.
But there are many nominations. Best. What else is there? Best performance, games for impact, best fighting game, best family game. Wow.
Wow,
All
family
the
game.
family.
What the hell?
What do they
See,
count
that's
as family
kinda
games?
They count as family game
Mortal
as
Kombat.
Mario Tennis Aces, Nintendo Labo, Overcooked 2, Starlink, or Super Mario Party.
What about Spyro?
You don't really play that with your family. You just,
See,
you know.
this is a whole different topic of conversation because when you think couch
Here we
multiplayer
go.
has completely died this generation, when you consider how many games back in the day with the 360 and the PS3 where it'd be like everybody come round, you just all sit on your couch with a controller and you'd play up to games of like 6 people or something stupid. Do you know what I mean? Like,
You had 6 controllers, Gabe. I
no,
would
you
be
had
very
a
impressed.
load. I think I have 3. You had a
I've-
shit ton.
Did I? I don't remember.
Yeah, your PS3.
But-
Me.
What would be your game of the year so far? Be interesting to know.
What in everything is a like
Just this year, just this year, Gabe. Not everything.
Mine would probably have to be Black Ops 4.
yeah,
Okay,
I can
You
lean
haven't
to
played-
that.
Mitchell.
Red Dead. It's obvious.
I would agree with Mitchell.
I mean-
on that one.
I haven't played Red Dead, so I can't judge. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's
But-
kind of the same boat as me.
That will be happening. I think some point next month. So get your votes in if you want. You see your game to win.
Fortnite, yay!
Yay! Fortnite's gonna win every award.
They're gonna drive a fucking party bus onto the stage once they win. They're gonna be like,
Yeah.
all the kids can
Yeah,
jump in.
and then there's gonna be
No, they're gonna-
people jumping off, flossing.
Yeah,
Jesus.
jump off
What is
the
this
stage.
generation?
Jump off the stage. Someone accidentally breaks the leg. Oh, they were pre-warned on the battle bus. They know what fucking happens.
He's down.
Oh.
He's down. Give him a bandage. Give him a bandage. He's all good.
Give him that blue medicine shit.
Now throw him a fucking grapple gun and he can grapple himself off the fucking stage.
Okay, Gabe.
Sorry.
But
get the game
quickly
changed.
onto our next. Do you remember that game? That little game called Pokemon Go?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the crappiest, most sad game in the world.
Well,
I
guess
still
what?
have that
Guess what?
game,
Guess,
actually.
guess what?
What?
Bloody Harry Potter's coming on the trend.
How
What?
are they gonna do that then?
What?
Blood, yeah,
Oh
it's
man.
called Harry Potter
What are you gonna
Wizards
do? Go in the
Unite.
street and then confront people and say weird
Oh,
spells to each other?
Harry, you're a fucking wizard, and Harry's just like, oh, okay, fuck you, mate. I don't know
You're a
you.
wizard, Harry.
You're a fucking wizard, Harry. I'm a what?
Professor McGonagall. Professor McGonagall.
But I think you just go around catching those golden snitches from Quidditch.
Oh.
Oh my
Is
god.
that it? That's boring. Once you catch one, yeah, you got them all.
This isn't Pokemon. This is not
I know,
Pokemon.
but I'm just saying. If it's a golden snitch, yeah, once you got one of them, they all look the bloody same. Just
But
the-
maybe they're different
Just a golden ball.
colours.
It's a golden ball with wings.
It is. That's it.
He's got a
That's
point, yeah.
it. I didn't make the game.
I'm turning.
No, we're not saying you did.
I didn't make it. I would have done something better, like, you know.
Oh, and what would you have done?
I don't know.
Wow.
Because I would not have made one. I am not that
Great audience,
stupid.
great audience participation. Oh.
I would have made something completely different because those games are shit.
I
The
agree.
idea is you're supposed to make a game ahead of the trend, like not make a game that's on a past trend from like a year ago.
Yeah, but Harry, because
Imagine
you
that
know,
seeing people in public though, they'd be like, "Oi, oi, oi! You're a wizard! You're a
you're a
wizard!"
fucking wizard.
Nah, mate, I'm catching fucking Pikachu.
Harry, you're a fucking wizard.
I've done my
But-
games like that. I don't think like I
It's
don't,
an-
I don't mind the idea. It's just yeah, I can't play them for long periods. Like I play them for like a month and that'd be it. That's just me.
No,
Still
I have
fairly long.
a, those games like that. Like Pokemon Go was so like it infuriated me because honestly, it made people so antisocial when they were in
No.
public.
It's true. For
It
them
was
to get
so bad.
outside, for a game to get people outside,
It was just like so bad for that. Honestly,
Be
Just
like
people would just be sitting in
mid-conversation,
corners.
and they'd be like, "Oh shit! Pikachu's just here." What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Wait,
not
wait a
talking to you.
second.
I don't care. I'm going. I'm walking off.
Literally.
yeah,
Oh.
that's what annoyed me so much with that game, and that's why I just like
Yeah.
hated it so much.
Well,
I
we
remember
got
when I was
what?
playing it. Actually, I met a few weird old people, mate. I'm telling you. Now. Just be wandering in the park. You got random like,
Oh,
blokes.
oh,
random
Mitchell, oh,
blokes
Jesus
coming up
Christ.
to you, coming, be like, just been like, "Are you catching Pokemon as well?" It's like, "Yes, I am now. Fuck off."
That's not at all alarming, is it?
Yeah,
Well, we
exactly.
got a bloody Pokemon one. We got a Ghostbusters one, if you remember that. Now we got a
Ghostbusters.
Harry Potter. Yeah, that was a Ghostbusters one.
I was not
You
aware
go
this
around
existed.
catching. We spoke about this.
Must have been a while ago, to be fair.
We have spoken about this. Jesus, guys! And there was a bloody Harry Potter one. What else do you think is coming? Do you think there's going to be a?
Fortnite one. Collect all the skins.
Oh, there will be as well.
Collect all the llamas.
Collect all
There,
the
there will
llamas.
be as well. Yeah.
You have to go around picking up those stupid llama
I'm
things
calling it
that they
now.
have in the game.
I'm calling
Yeah,
it now.
no, yeah. To be fair, you just know someone is going to think that's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Or emoji.
Someone in the office at Epic is just like, we need to make more money at this.
And for them to capture it, they then have to do a Fortnite dance that is displayed on the screen.
Oh fucking hell!
It's like-
Oh,
that would be pretty hilarious to check out. See, people randomly start doing Fortnite dances around. Let's move on from that.
okay, I didn't put this down. I think there was a new Kingdom Hearts trailer 3. Yay! Winnie the Pooh in it. Moving on.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I must
Unless
admit, I've genuinely
unless a
forgotten.
lot of you lot have seen it and want to talk about it.
I've
No, I have
genuinely
not.
seen it.
No, there.
I don't.
I've
play
not
Kingdom
seen
Hearts,
that, say.
so-
Oh, you've probably upset many people just by saying that.
Let me
Mitchell.
let's at least
I
have a
like
look at it.
playing
Hold on.
Kingdom
Let's
Hearts.
at least have a look at
Never
it.
played.
Like what it's
All right,
about.
Gabe's
I'm
gonna
hoping,
do it.
I'm hoping this doesn't play in the recording. I'm gonna mute YouTube. Like
Well, while Gabe looks at that, we'll move on to the next thing.
All right, go on then. We got bloody Black Ops 4. They've put
Big
Nuketown in
one.
the game.
The big one. Nuketown is back. Or yeah,
Well, it's quite
It's
small
shit.
actually.
It's shit.
is it?
It plays awful. It is ridiculous.
I haven't actually played it yet, to be honest.
It is stupid. With the healing mechanic, if you don't have stim shot, you're pretty much dead as soon as you try and heal.
Yeah.
Well,
'Cause
use stim
it's in
shot then. Simple solution there.
Yeah, I know, but I'd rather use the acoustic sensor. It's so it's ridiculously too hectic. It's like people's like how bad the spawns are on current maps. This map.
Oh,
is
yeah.
It's
That's
stupid.
that's always been the problem with Nuke.
You get spawning.
Oh,
You get people spawning behind you on domination when you've captured that flag there, and the only flag that they've captured is the one like in their spawn, but they'll still spawn away from it. It's
Yeah. No, but I mean, Nuketown has always on every game really had a
It's
problem
been a
with
clusterfuck.
I'll tell you
because it's
something though. I think it played better on Black Ops 3 than it has now.
really Black
Even
Ops
with
3
the
was bad.
Black
boost
Ops
Yeah,
jump
it was
3,
terrible.
Black Ops 3, I didn't have a problem with Nuketown.
No, Black Ops 3 was bad on Nuketown, especially once they added all of the like DLC weapons and that. So
Yeah.
people were getting these insanely overpowered DLC weapons, and you were just getting spawn trapped constantly.
I'll tell you
and
why it's worse on here.
horrible.
Talk. The specialist talk.
Which one's that again?
That's the one with the heavy shield with the micro.
Oh,
Oh,
the
yeah.
like the little Uzi thing, yeah.
Get two
Didn't
of
they,
them on each. Get one of them on each team. You've locked down each house on your own.
Didn't they patch that? Didn't they nerf it? That shield. Like they did an update, I'm sure, and they made it slightly less OP.
No, that's Ajax's shield. You can.
Oh, is that a different one?
Yeah. Ajax's shield. You can now blow him up from the front if you have a rocket launcher and stuff.
Bloody
It's
hell. Wow.
Can you actually? Can you
Violent
actually?
option?
Can you actually kill him if you just have a normal gun though? Because you couldn't
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Oh, you can now. Oh, that's good.
Yes. Yeah.
'Cause before
have
you
to get
couldn't.
You have to get at a slight angle, but if he's at a slight angle, because I play Ajax, I only have to be a slight
Yeah.
angle to an enemy in front of me, and they can kill me.
All
Same
right.
with his flashbang. His flashbang isn't as powerful anymore.
No, that's good because it was insane.
They've removed that from Blackout as well, the flashbang.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
Oh, wasn't a
But yeah, I'll tell you my other issues with Nuketown on this one as well. The
on then.
character, like even though they've used bright, colourful colours, the setting of it with all the snow makes it look really dull.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
It looks really bland. And with the current
Mm-hmm.
customization of, because if people are running the default look of a specialist, they blend in with the environment around it.
Really?
Even on Nuketown. Yeah,
Jesus.
literally. I was struggling to see some people. I was just getting shot, and I was like, I don't even know where I'm getting shot from. Here.
Didn't they add zombies to the Nuketown bit on Blackout? I saw.
Oh, did they actually? Oh, I seriously hope they don't just start adding zombies more or less everywhere.
Everywhere.
No.
Seriously.
I think they're just doing it as event stuff.
Okay.
Month or something. Because like they had the Night Father, that was at the Asylum Graveyard. That's now gone, and then replacing it's the zombies at Nuketown.
Okay, I mean that's fair enough. Because like I think with Blackout, like you don't need. I can understand maybe putting zombies on like a couple of different places, but if they start adding
the
it
whole damn
everywhere,
thing.
like it's gonna be so annoying. Because the idea is you're getting you're finding other people. You're not finding zombies.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. Just don't overuse it.
I mean, the zombies drop good stuff. I'm not gonna lie, but
They do. They do.
Fuck ton of ammo. They just waste your ammo completely.
They do soak a lot of bullets for some reason.
Yeah, the Black Father was ridiculous if you try doing it solo.
Didn't even try it, to be honest.
But yeah, Nuketown, my first impressions of it, I'm not liking it. I might just because I need to adjust to it and get used to how it plays on here again. But yeah, I'm not liking it.
I mean, I haven't actually played it yet. I'm going to at some point. But I mean,
we might have to get your opinion, Guillaume, then when we've.
Well, once I played it, but I saw the trailer for it, and the trailer looked like pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I think what the way they've tried to do it with the new setting and everything, like, could work. Like if they maybe, as you say, they maybe have to tweak it a little bit, but I think it could work quite well. Just have a bit of a different kind
What
of
I
thing.
didn't like is like it felt a lot more. It felt smaller, if I'm honest. Like where B flag is, you know where like the wall is
Yep.
on the left hand side, right? So like with B flag, they
Oh,
usually
can you wall run that in the Black Ops 3? That bit from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one I'm thinking
Yes.
of. Okay,
Yeah,
I know what you're on
yeah.
about now.
Yeah, so there, on the B flag in Black Ops 3, if you remember, the boxes that used to be there facing towards, facing where like the red truck was,
Yep.
which you
Yeah,
would
yeah.
go
I know the
inside,
ones. Yeah.
the boxes there, you would be able to see into the alleyway and also the garage just in
Yeah.
that house. Whereas this one, it's a lot thinner. You can hardly see, and also I don't know if it's a permanent space. I don't know if the mannequins move, but every time I played it, there was always a mannequin right there, so I couldn't
Hmm.
see anyone.
Those
I mean,
bloody things.
The thing is, that's something that might not be like deliberate. It might just be sort of a coincidence. But at the same time, that was something that was quite annoying on Black Ops 3, in that it was very easy for people on that B flag to just, look down, the side of the house or into the garage and just kill you as soon as you spawned and ran through.
Yeah. You can still shoot from the windows onto the B flag, but like that certain line of sight from that alleyway to the garage door, if people were rushing that way, you'd have
Yeah.
to physically expose your whole body now instead of being in a bit of cover.
Mm.
Okay.
So
I think I've had a very detailed conversation about a very tiny map.
Yes, but it's a big thing. It's it's the classic
It's the
map,
original,
isn't
yeah.
it?
They need to stop it eventually. The next one, they
a lot of YouTubers knew it was going to be pretty shit, if I'm honest. But then there's
Yeah.
also them ones that are getting paid. Saying, I saw one the other day, and it was just like Nuketown. It's freaking awesome. I'm like, really though? Does it really play well? And then and the gameplay I'm watching of them playing it, it's just them dying, a kill, dying, and they're going like, it's really good. It plays very well. It's just like this gameplay isn't helping you.
No.
Doesn't help your
But
cause.
Gabe, how was Kingdom Hearts trailer? Go on then. Tell
To
us
be
all
fair,
about it.
I couldn't find it, so yeah, I don't quite
Great.
know what Owen was looking at.
We
There were
just wasted about
There were videos talking about it, but no.
something amount of time, but you can also be useful and talk about our next topic.
Yeah, Gran Turismo
Slightly
had a new
gay.
update. I cannot remember what the update number is, but basically we had a couple of new cars in the game. We had a Ferrari GTO, Maserati, which was in the new game. Sorry, in the old games. Pagani's Honda R, a Honda NSX, and basically that's and a Nissan GTR, like a different Nissan GTR. That's pretty much notable cars. It also came as a bit of a handling update, so that was nice. Feels a lot less clunky now. A new game, which is Barcelona from the F1 calendar, so that's pretty much interesting. I mean,
Sweet.
the cars felt good around there. They fixed the F1 car to make it not be skidding out, so it's not as fun to drive as it used to be. Personally, I liked it when it was a bit more unpredictable, but yeah, good. It's a good update.
I didn't understand a word of that, but
Yeah.
okay, Gabe.
We'll
Okay,
take
buddy.
Red. Moving on.
Yeah, literally.
Okay, buddy. But right, so this has been a bloody good week for games coming out. It's been two major ones. The first one was Fallout 76, which I actually got as a gift. I didn't have to pay for it,
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
because people are nice to me, surprisingly.
That is a surprise.
Yeah, it's all right. That's all I'm gonna say.
it has its perks.
Yeah. It feels like, well, I think we said a couple of weeks ago, it feels like they ripped the last one and then just put less in.
That's fair.
So yeah,
I mean,
pretty much it. It's nothing
Fallout
really
4
else
was
to say.
decent, but like
I liked
obviously
Fallout
gotta
4.
change it for the new one.
But they haven't changed much. They've been using the same engine. It looks like a pile of crap now.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen what it looked like, the graphics of all of it, Gabe?
They said it's quite stuttery from what I've heard, like in cutscenes.
It doesn't
and,
look.
like
It looks outdated, if I'm being honest.
That's a bit bad then.
That's a harsh word, but it's yeah.
I mean,
Anyway,
the launch wasn't particularly smooth, was it? Initially,
I don't know. I think it was okay.
people said it didn't look good from the launch, like in terms of like how the graphics were, like you say though.
Oh no, it doesn't. Gotta be honest, looks alright.
I mean,
That's fine.
maybe they patch it to like stop the frame rate dropping issues. Maybe.
I have my fun with the game, but
Yeah,
It's
an
not
okay
gonna
game,
win.
but it's not like
It's not going to win Game of the Year, basically.
no, God no.
You know what I think
Not
the
by
mistake that they made
shadow
was
of a doubt.
they released
What?
it a week after Red Dead came out.
And
Like-
a couple, like a day after,
And a day after
before
Battlefield 5.
Battlefield.
Yeah. That
Which,
was
speaking
always
of
gonna be wrong.
Battlefield 5, that came out today. Jesus,
Well,
that was
no.
today.
No. It came out for us today. It's been out for about a week.
It's been out on Origin for about a week. We got
Yeah.
This is the deluxe edition, which you can pre-order. And then the standard edition, which is really confusing, comes out next week.
Yeah.
So that makes total sense.
Right. So wait, have you played it, Parsons and
Yes,
Mitchell?
I have played it. We've
played
played it.
The
And
question
do you
I
know
have to
what the
ask:
funny thing is?
how different is it, if at all, to the beta?
Oh,
Do you know what the funny thing is,
It's a lot
Mitchell?
better, in my opinion.
Guillaume.
Yeah.
The roles from the beta have switched now
Yes.
because
absolutely.
Mitchell's game is kind of broken and mine works perfectly fine.
So yeah, basically this morning when I was playing it and messing around with all the settings and whatnot, I managed to play one multiplayer match, and then after that I had the glitch where I couldn't spawn in,
Which is exactly what I had at the beta.
What you had in the beta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And mine
so
worked perfectly fine.
that happened for about 2 hours, so I just came off the game and played a bit of Red Dead. Came back on it hoping it would work. It didn't, so I started to do the the war
Single player.
stories.
Yeah.
There's not that many, so
There's
I'm
3
hoping
of them.
yeah, 3 at the moment. Then there's gonna be another
4th
one later
coming
on.
next month.
I hope they're decently lengthed at least.
I think they are. There's
Um,
less than the ones in the less war stories than were in Battlefield 1.
Something I did notice: the customization on weapons, not necessarily like the camos and that kind of stuff, but the what is it? It's the provision kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like the little tier things. Do you remember
The
in the
little
beta that
The little
you could
progression
buy?
things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Some reason I don't know if you can buy them or not, because every weapon that I've used currently, it's already preset 4 of them unlocked,
Yeah, I saw that.
and I
That's
can't
good.
get the other 4.
You have to be a certain rank or something. I think. I don't know. I
Yeah.
haven't really had a look.
Yes,
look
yeah.
at-
So hopefully they've changed it so like every single one of them can be equipped. If not, I don't really know what they've done with that.
That's yeah. But I mean, in terms of the actual like game itself and how the game plays, is it any different to the beta? Is it much different?
It feels a lot different. I think that's
Yeah.
maybe because of the new maps as well. The new maps that,
Oh, yeah.
that they have,
They're so much better
they are so much better than the ones
I bet-
compared to the
beta.
2 we got in the beta. They're like above and
Yes.
beyond.
They're really good.
The 2 maps we got in the beta are probably the worst in the game. I think.
I tell you one that I do quite like. You know the other snowy one, which is really high up on the hills.
On the hills with the player, you can use infantry and planes.
And it's all like really close quarters on the edge
Yeah.
of a cliff and that. I think that's
like
quite
that
cool.
one.
I do quite like
That
it.
sounds pretty cool.
My favorite one's Twisted Steel, the one with the massive bridge.
Oh, I haven't been much of a fan of that one yet. I still need
I
to
like that
get
one.
used to that
I
one.
really like that
I
one.
like the look of it, but currently my favorite one is probably either Aerodrome or the kind of like deserty one.
I like the Dizzy one's quite good. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Aerodrome's okay.
Which one's that one?
That's the one with the hangar in Germany.
Oh yeah. That's a good one as well.
Where there's the 2 corridors on each side of the hangar. I just sit at one end with the sniper and people just keep running in. So just pick them off as they walk through.
There's more vehicles as well. I like that. There's compared to
Yeah.
the one in the beta. There's like loads of planes and tanks and all that. It feels more. It actually feels more World War II, which is a shock.
That's the thing. That's in the beta. That was something I was like. Something I thought about when I was playing the beta. Was like there was hardly any vehicles
Yeah.
around. And
There's a lot. They've done.
especially on was it Rotterdam?
Yeah.
There was like It was
Yeah,
there was a
but
few, there was a couple there was a couple of tanks, but that was it. There was nothing else. I was just like, there's
Can
got to be more.
confirm there is a lot. There are more. Don't worry.
Yeah, because honestly, because like I think obviously we don't know what World War Two was like because we weren't there, but like you base it on what people tell us, historians and that, and there was a lot of vehicles around, a lot of planes, because I mean there was the Battle of Britain, of course, in World War Two. Now see that
Yeah,
that was something that is something I would like to see
I
properly
think
like
that'd be quite cool.
replicated in Battlefield.
Because there is not really many like aerial modes and all that. There's not even a single player thing about it, which I think is a bit weird.
That's what I'm saying. It might be a little bit sort of, or quite different for a Battlefield game to do like a sort of full aerial battle.
It's
But
because they said they wanted to go with other stories in World War II that no one knows about.
Okay, I mean I do get that, but then at the same time, the Battle of Britain is like one of the most
D-Day,
famous.
I want to see D-Day
Or
and
D-Day,
Battlefield
yeah.
5.
Like those two, D-Day and the Battle of Britain, are two of the most famous aspects of World War Two.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be really cool to see them in the game, But
I'll tell you what I did like. The intro to
What?
the game.
Well, the intro's good. The intro is good.
The intro is
Before
very
you even
good.
before you even get to the menu, you do like this little intro going through these various battle scenarios.
Yeah.
On all
Like
the maps.
it's similar to you did it in Battlefield 1.
I think it's better than Battlefield ones.
Well, the Battlefield one, that was like the same battle, but you just jumped.
You just kept dying.
Person. Yeah, you kept dying.
Kept going, you kept being different people and dying. But this one goes over like different areas and what is it like countries and all that, going through battles that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. It goes through all of the maps, I think, or like most of them.
I like the aerial one. I want them to make a single like a campaign on that. That seems cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I liked I think the graphics are stunning and it runs really smooth.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Like
Cool.
I was shocked how smooth it was. I do find it harder to spot people though, because they've taken up that option to spot people your own where they're pointing with a hand. It's really hard to pinpoint where people are coming from. It's so easy to flank people, but then it's also easy to get flanked.
Yeah.
Without even realizing.
But I mean, I guess that's they say if it works both ways, then it's sort of okay, really.
Yeah, it's just annoying when it catches you off guard at some point. It's just like how the fuck are they there? It's weird.
I get that sometimes. It's like, he was there. Okay.
So overall, good first impressions then, really.
I'd say it was.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll give it probably 7.9. It's a good, fair score so far.
I've only used Scout at the moment. I'm just leveling
I've used
Scout class.
I've used all of them because I want to try all of them.
Yeah.
The guns are pretty good.
Yeah.
And also for those who like platinum trophies, the trophies are easy. They are
Probably
easy.
not as easy as Oh no, Spider Boys was easy. Spider-Man's was really, really easy. I got that done in about a couple of days.
Battlefield's one I got. Battlefield 5's. I did 3 of them in one game. So.
Okay, fair enough. All right, I think that's Battlefield 5 done in a nutshell.
We'll move on, yeah.
But to film, Gabe, have you got anything else to say? Or are you still with us?
Yep, still very much here.
He's not dead, thank God.
No,
but
not dead.
We got film, and it's up to Toy Story 4, guys. You remember the old classic Toy Story?
Yeah, another rerun. I haven't watched it yet. To be fair, I haven't watched. So
have you watched the rest of the Toy Story films, Gabe?
Yes,
More importantly,
for sure.
You must
all
have done.
3 of them.
God,
All 3 of them.
If you haven't watched all 3 of them, you were not born like within the next 20 years. Like, you were like either like off the boat or you're at the Fortnite kid where you have no clue what the fuck Toy Story even is. Like, but yes, very much watched it.
Did you cry at Toy Story 3, Gabe? Did you shed a few tears?
I'm not really that emotional when it comes to like cartoons, but like
okay,
it was a decent film. It was an inspiring film. How they're gonna pull it back, I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
No, I
there's another one coming out next year.
and I mean, we got the first look. Was it a couple of days ago now?
It
Yeah.
was.
They released
They've released two things actually.
the trailers. Yeah. I
They look
mean,
quite good.
the one I saw didn't really show very much.
Was that the one with the fork?
Uh-huh. Yes. Yeah.
The one with the weird fork thing.
Yeah. Where they're all sort of like holding hands in a circle kind of thing. It was just
The
moving
other
around.
one, if you what's the other one? That's quite funny.
I haven't seen the other one. No, I've
Two
only
other
seen that.
toys. It's like a cuddly bear and a duck or something.
All right.
That's
Cool.
quite
Well,
fun.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we haven't seen a great deal yet, but this next summer, is it? Next
Yes,
summer
it
it's
is
coming out.
next summer.
And yeah, I mean, it's Toy Story, so I mean, they can't. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna say they can't go wrong because obviously they could, but I mean,
Oh, have you seen Shrek, Liam?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
No.
can go wrong.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I know it can go wrong, but if they're sensible with it, they shouldn't, mess it. They can't really go wrong with Toy Story. I mean, come on.
Tom Hanks says this one's
Forgive me.
quite emotional.
Sorry, Toy Story's by Disney, right?
Pixar and
Pixar.
Disney, but yeah.
Yeah. Shrek is made by DreamWorks, isn't it? Or am I thinking of...
Yes.
Yes, it is.
But they're two separate companies.
They're
Like,
two separate companies, Gabe.
Okay.
Yes, they are.
I'm glad we double checked that because the way you said it, I was like, wait, does he not know it's by two different companies, or am I just missing something? No.
No,
Yeah.
Gabe, he was making the point that the
It's an accurate
Shrek
point.
films got progressively worse.
Yeah.
They started out as the greatest thing of all time and turned into shit.
As we discussed last
They-
episode.
They
Yeah,
basically
but,
they just turned into a massive meme, basically, the Shrek films.
Literally.
no, that something else did that to Shrek.
I tell
Yeah,
you
yeah.
what. I tell you what recently
wasn't-
turned into me was the flipping Incredibles. Have you washed your hands with soap? Oh my fucking god! I
The
can't even
Incredibles
watch...
has always been the meme.
Yeah. But like, I can't go.
Have
on
you
YouTube
seen Where's
without-
My Super Suit?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Honey, where's my super suit?
Suit?
Fun fact: that's out on DVD now, which is a good thing.
What, The Incredibles, The Incredibles 2? Because if you say
Incredibles
the
2.
first Incredible
No.
out on DVD after being out for like 15 years or so,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Gabe.
No. I have the 2-disc version of that as well. I was probably an Incredibles fanboy as a kid.
Which, oh, that's the first, we're talking about the first one.
Yeah, the first one.
Okay.
Because the first one
No.
you had a short film from Jack, and then you had the origins of why
I know
Violet
what
turned
you're on about.
invisible, and then you had... I can't remember what else. I think Elastigirl was Elastigirl before she became Mr.
Did you
Mr.
watch The
Incredible.
Incredibles 2?
No.
I haven't watched the second one.
Am
No,
I the only one that's watched it?
I think you are.
Pretty good.
I'll have to pick it
Pretty
up.
good.
I remember when the first like teaser trailer and then trailer came out for it. Everyone was just freaking out over the fact that the jumper the Mr. Incredible was wearing actually had like fibers on it.
Oh god.
Everyone was just losing their shit about that. Honestly,
When was it made? Hold on. When was it the original made? Let me check.
the original,
Like
a
2000.
long time ago.
4,
Yeah.
5?
It's 2000 and I thought it was 2006.
It might have been a long time ago.
Release date. Okay, hold on. It's probably going to bring out Incredible Hulk, isn't it? No,
Well, if you type
2004.
in-
26th November,
Oh.
2004.
Oh,
2004.
2004.
Mad.
Damn.
So there you go. So
Good
there was
14
and then,
years ago.
yeah, I was gonna say, and the new one came out. Was it
Last-
earlier this year? Or was it
Yeah,
last
It was
year?
summer this year.
This year. So yeah, so there was 14 years between them. That is a
Because
long-
they
long
played,
wait.
only reason I remember it was this year because the IMAX screen we went to broke first.
Yeah.
And then they showed this really strange short about this Chinese Michael McIntyre looking bloke eating a dumpling that was actually alive.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you heard me.
I mean, the original Toy Story was released in 96.
No, I know.
Oh.
The,
2nd of
original,
March, 96.
the original Toy Story was, yeah.
Wow.
I think that I'm always like, I remember I heard that like a few years ago. Someone said to me that it was made in 90. They came out in 96. I was like, no way did they come out in 96.
I feel
Yeah.
old.
That's
and I
3 years
born
before I was
then.
even born. Yeah, exactly, that's 3 years before I was born. Like, come on.
If you want even more of a nostalgia trip, the official Nemo, like the first Nemo, 2003.
2003. Oh my god.
When
Yeah.
was Monsters Inc., Gabe? I
Gabe,
remember
Sorry,
seeing
stop.
that.
Sorry,
in-
2002.
What, Monsters
No.
Inc.?
Yep,
Stop. You're
2002.
making me feel seriously
Fuck.
old now.
I remember
And
seeing
the
that.
original Cars, which I remember that coming up as a kid. I remember when that was brand new. Yep,
2006, wasn't it?
yep,
Or
2006. Mega
'Cause I
Mind
remember
was
seeing that as
2010.
well.
You can stop now, Gabe.
Yeah.
When
I'm
was
sorry.
Wally? More importantly, when was Wally?
Oh
Wow.
god, yeah, we need to check that. That must have been because that was when Blu-ray was new. Hold on, that was about
Oh.
2010, 11
Blu-ray.
time.
Only Gabe would know when Blu-ray was new.
2008. There you go. You know,
Wow.
you want to know why I remember that? Because
10
every
years
fucking
ago.
PS3 that was coming out was like, oh yeah, Wally on Blu-ray, buy it now, all over the place. That's the only reason why I remember.
Bloody Blu-ray.
And look where it got them. But yeah,
When did it get them? Oh well.
Blu-ray's
moving on
just
to-
pretty much oblivious.
Next thing was they also released a Detective Pikachu trailer. Please
Honestly.
tell me I was not the only one who saw this.
Yeah, I mean,
I
Please.
have seen it, yep. And
It looks
honestly,
fantastic.
it's. Do you know what? It's good. I'm not a, like.
I didn't like the look of it. Am I the only one that didn't like the look of it?
It looks phenomenal.
I would say I'm not like a Pokemon fan. I basically know nothing about it. But
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu is possibly the greatest casting decision of all time.
okay,
I
I have to watch it
agree.
for that purpose. actually.
Honestly, Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu oh my god! Even in the trailer, it's fucking
so
hilarious.
dumb, but it's hilarious.
It's honestly, it's gonna work. Him as Peter is just gonna work so well. It's just insane.
I'm watching that. I don't even care.
I might watch it just for Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu.
What's
'Cause
the
it's
whole
like-
premise of the film then? Like,
Oh, from what the trailer,
I
there's
don't
this
actually know.
bloke who finds out he can actually speak to Pikachu, and he has to go
Yeah.
look for his missing dad, who's a cop, but Pikachu's a detective. There you go.
oh.
Yeah.
That
But
sounds
basically-
interesting.
Basically, just watch the trailer. The only thing that you will understand about
I've
it
seen
is
the trailer, yeah. I've
Oh,
seen
you
the
watched
trailer.
it?
I didn't really
Yeah.
understand it.
no, I didn't really understand it either. But it's just
I'm watching it just for the hell of it. It looks dumb.
it
But
does.
a good time of dumb.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So bad it's good. Basically,
Yes.
it's just gonna be one of those films.
Can't wait for that. That's gonna be my most anticipated movie of next year. Fuck the new Avengers film and whatever else there is. This is it. It's gonna beat all of them. In my opinion. What we got next? I just don't know.
New Garfield movie, apparently.
Oh yeah, they're speaking of anime. They're doing a new Garfield film. Who wants a
Anime?
bit animated?
Oh,
Jesus.
oh,
I was
right.
about to say,
They
yeah.
do an
I was
anime
gonna
version
say.
of Garfield. That'd be quite. Owen would jizz over that probably.
Oh god. When will
But,
that
yeah,
be out?
okay.
The Garfield movie.
Fuck knows.
Yeah.
Well, that's very helpful information, Parsons. Well done.
Well,
great
it didn't say. It just said we're doing this.
Okay, fair enough. Do those trailers that are like coming soon. And I was like, well, that's very fucking helpful. Oh, look out for
Or-
your coming soon movie.
Oh, okay. Naughty, naughty.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right, Mitchell,
Alright.
you saw.
Okay,
Did you?
so
You said you
Queen.
saw Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes. Yeah, it was very good. I'm glad I went to see it. Actually, it was very good. It got
Good.
It was actually quite an emotional film throughout the whole middle segment of
Oh,
it. It was
poor Freddie.
well, yeah, because like there were some things like I didn't actually know about. It. Kind of like you find it out in the film and whatnot, and you realise he didn't actually have that many friends.
Oh,
Like,
even
like,
though
he
the
didn't- like even
Yeah.
though his band members, even they weren't really his friends. Really, they didn't really look out for him or anything like that. He was really lonely.
oh,
But yeah, I thought it was a very good film. The songs, of course, made it very good.
it's Queen,
yeah.
obviously.
And it kind of showed you why he wrote some of the songs, and listening to the lyrics when he wrote them in that situation, you kind of think, oh, okay, then they've got a lot more meaning to what other people might be hearing them as when they just hear it for the first time.
Yeah.
When you realise why he's actually writing them and whatnot, it is very good. It's probably one of the best films I've seen this year.
Wow, good.
Yeah.
That's a strong, but that's good.
It's quite funny actually as well. Some of the stuff he says.
What was the one? I can't remember. They were in the studio. It's in one of the trailers, and basically they weren't getting signed, and he basically turns around and says, "We might have to explain something to your wife," and then he kind of signed them. I can't remember what it was.
Mitchell.
I don't remember. I remember it was in one of the
I
trailers.
don't think he said something like that. I know it. Is it the part where the guy says no one will listen to Queen?
Possibly, yeah.
It's
I think
that
so.
guy. Yeah. It's quite funny because at the end of it, you see him listening to them on the radio.
It's ironic.
And they're singing, "We are the champions."
My friend.
So yeah, very good film.
Good.
Recommend to go and watch it.
That's good. Well, what's next, Gabe, on the list?
I mean, I just added that now because I just remembered the new Fantastic
That
Beasts.
comes out.
It came out yesterday, wasn't it? Or
I
the
saw the
premiere?
trailer.
The
I saw the
premiere.
trailer for it. I saw the trailer for that when I went to go watch Queen. Funny enough, it looks quite well.
Yeah.
It looks alright.
I think the premiere was yesterday, or the London premiere was yesterday. I think yesterday evening.
I think. Oh yeah. I think it comes out
BBC, wasn't it?
soon.
Yeah.
It
It's.
should be
I
soon.
thought it was yesterday. It came out.
After. Oh, I'm looking this up. I'm
Sometime
looking
this
this
week.
up.
It was sometime.
I think it's
I remember
sometime.
seeing them on the. I remember seeing them on the cast on the red carpet or whatnot.
Yeah.
Thing. So yeah. It's
But yeah, that's coming out. Or has already come out. I mean, it looks quite good. I think from the trailers, it looks pretty good. I think.
It comes out tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow, there you
16. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure it's when the guy in the first one's at Hogwarts, isn't it?
It has bits of that. It has
No, it's not. He's not actually.
Scamander.
It's not when he's at Hogwarts, but Hogwarts is in it because Dumbledore's in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think he goes like he sees Dumbledore at some point, so it might be that they meet at Hogwarts or something.
Good old Dumbledore.
Oh, right, because there was the scene in the trailer where I thought it might have taken place in.
I think there might just be like a flashback.
Yeah, flashback, and I think there's probably a few scenes that involve Dumbledore, and so they're at Hogwarts. But yeah, I think it does look pretty good. Obviously, it's following on from the first Fantastic
one.
First one was very good.
I enjoyed the first one. Pretty good.
Haven't they got like another 4 more after this?
They've got a few. I don't think it's that many. They've got maybe.
I heard it was quite a few, but I might be wrong on that. They've still got more after this, which is Jesus Christ, JK.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like I like that the new ones, the Fantastic Beasts films. I like that they're different enough, basically. You know, like they're obviously linked to the Harry Potter universe, and that's what people like. You get these links, but at the same time, they are very different, and they're certainly got enough new characters and stuff to make.
Yeah, do you think they'll do enough? What do you think they'll do a Harry Potter film based on that play?
Oh, I don't know.
So
I mean,
I
thought
I got the book of that.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought the idea behind the play was that they were doing it because they didn't want to do another film for it, basically. Because they wanted it to be separate.
Oh, they could do.
Oh, they could. I would be surprised if they do, to be honest, because I feel like the Harry Potter bit, has run its course, basically. 7 books, 8 films over however many years it was. It's like it's enough. I think really. It's gone.
Does Daniel Radcliffe even want to do it anymore?
Well, that's the thing. I don't think they. Well, I don't know. They might want to, but I don't know if it would work so well.
Especially because they've aged as well. Like
that's the thing. I think what worked so well with the Harry Potter films was that because, like, obviously the storyline was, they were going through school and they were getting older, and then they were actually getting older. So you saw them growing up like throughout the films.
Yeah.
I think that worked well. Now, if you just had a sudden jump where they suddenly appear much older than they were when you last saw them,
it would be a bit weird.
Yeah, it would.
Oh, I enjoyed Harry Potter.
It was good while it lasted. I just don't think you don't want to kill it. Like.
Oh yeah, you don't want to go overkill. Yeah.
It's a good legacy. Leave it where it is. Do not fucking touch it. basically.
I agree
let's
with
hope
that.
they-
Oh wait, I think I heard something about a Shrek reboot or some shit.
Oh my fucking
No,
I
god.
said that.
No,
We've already-
no.
We've already talked about it. We've talked about
Oh,
this
you
like
did.
last week.
I missed it. I missed Fucking hell. I'm
You're
all
in the
over
same
shop.
room.
Right.
Right, should we move
Whoa.
on to TV?
Yes.
I'll just
Yes,
be
let's
quick.
do
There was
that.
Doctor Who. It was cool. Done.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Move on. New Star Wars TV series. This is a quick fire
Oh.
series. Parsons,
Oh,
you
yeah.
have 2 minutes.
Have you not? Have you? So, have you seen the film that's called Rogue One?
Yes,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
have seen that scene.
Do you that scene, Gabe?
That's
You
that,
watched the
that
whole
weird scene,
thing?
yeah. Yeah, just one scene, mate.
There's
I
one
haven't seen
scene in that
this.
film, and
You've
what
seen
what
that
bit
scene?
was that?
It was when they flew away. Yeah.
I
To be
I
fair-
can't tell. I can't tell if
what?
he's joking and he has actually seen it or not.
No, I have actually seen it.
He
Yeah,
has seen it.
It's a
I've seen
fucking
it.
brilliant film. Yeah, it was
You know
brilliant.
that Spanish guy, whatever his name was.
Yes, I remember him.
He's getting his own series.
Really? Okay, I'll watch that. No, because
You
Rogue
won't,
One was
because it's
amazing
on the
compared to like
it's on the
how
Disney
bad
streaming
the other
service.
two were. Like the actual 7 and 8, how bad they were in comparison. Like Rogue One was just in its own. Oh no, Solo and Rogue One as well. Yeah, I'd say.
Solo.
you-
Has anyone seen Solo? 'Cause
Yeah,
that
I've seen
was
Solo.
That was so underrated.
Solo was fucking brilliant.
That was such
Absolutely
a good
love that.
film.
On to Games of Thrones final season
That
in
there'll
2019.
be that. Gabe, you've said it. There you go. Done.
Cool. Good topic, and we shall now move on to funny news.
I'll read them, Guillaume. You can explain them if you know them all.
Well, I don't know this one or the next one actually.
Okay. Okay, so dead man shows up 2 months after burial.
How? That'd be my question. When we're reading this off of Sky News for like those who want to like, have disclaimers. When Uncle Agali, I think his name is, walked through my door, my daughter almost nearly dropped dead of heart attack. His brother said, "How the fuck? Who did they?"
My God, would you kill him?
This is a Fast and Furious. They buried Letty, but they didn't bury Letty because she's still alive. Shit, like
Now, wouldn't it
the
be
fuck.
funny?
Okay.
Now, wouldn't it have been funny
Uh,
if that person then died and then showed up 2 months later? Now there's a bit of a weird cycle going on.
it's just.
How the fuck? My guy finessed the burial system. Full on. How did he manage that?
He was pronounced dead with a 99.92% certainty that the buried remains were his, and he got a death certificate, but then somehow showed up at the door.
Oh
2 months
no,
later.
honestly, no. This story is this is hilarious. Honestly, sorry, that's really
I
hilarious.
can't remember who says it. I think it's Ice Cube. It's
Sorry.
like, use a lion, motherfucker.
Sorry. Whoever gave that ratio of a percentage needs to get fired right now.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Or they-
honestly,
Definitely
or they-
dead. He's breathing.
Or they were getting paid something to do this.
no, honestly, he was. Clear up. He was pronounced dead after DNA tests on badly burned human remains proved with 99.2% certainty they were his. He then got a death certificate and he was buried.
Fucking hell.
And then it says a few it says about like how like he just walked into their house one day.
They
And
have
it's like
to check
alive.
whose grave that is
And then-
to actually check.
No,
who
and,
that
and
is.
then it says afterwards what he actually did, like what actually happened to him.
What?
He
Oh,
no,
he's
left. It says he'd taken up an offer of work in a nearby village for a man he'd met down at the market on the day of the I'm assuming it was a fire. And once that work was finished, 4 months later, he just walked home.
Wow.
What?
He just walked
Even though
home.
everyone thought he was dead.
Yeah.
fucking
Oh
hell.
no! I've just read the next bit. The forensic scientist who carried out the DNA analysis told on website by the looks of it that she stood by her 99.2% findings, but you must never forget that other 0.8%.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
It's not going to question you what the fucking remains were. Like, are they not going to go back
Yeah,
and
yeah.
double check that?
They'll
shit?
have to. They'll have to.
Come on.
For sure, they'll have
Oh
to.
my god!
Why don't I
Fucking
live in this
hell.
world? This is I want to live and see this shit. This is amazing.
So if you ever go to if you ever want to disappear, go to that morgue, cook your chicken or your bit of lamb, give it to them. They'll think it's you, and then you can have a proper burial service and never be found again. That's the lesson we've learned from this. Just take your Sunday roast, give it to her. She'll say, "Yeah, it's dead, mate. It's definitely you." And then just like
That is a dead-looking
sorted.
chicken. I can tell you that.
Yeah, sorted.
His family. Wait.
You could disappear to Finland or like any other country with no fucking passport because
Honestly.
you're classified as dead. There you go.
I'm sorry. The end of this as well.
Go on,
His family are considering legal action
then. On
because
who?
I'm assuming the
False death claim.
The forensic
Gov-
scientist, I'm guessing.
probably
or
maybe
whatever.
the forensic or the government for the death certificate and all that. But basically, it says they paid for a tombstone, commissioned a stone shrine over the grave in the Kazakh tradition, and even returned pension payments for the 2 months that Igali was dead.
Fucking hell.
And they are considering legal action.
Wow.
Jesus
I want
Christ.
to know what it would have been like for him to just walk in the house, be like, "You right, guys?"
Yeah.
What the
Whoa!
You're dead.
Oh, no. Have you seen? Do you know? Have you seen the picture of what on the article? Do you know what that
No.
picture? You read the
Can you see
caption.
it now?
It's the guy posing with his gravestone.
Oh my
He doesn't
God.
look happy, does he? He looks like he wants to be put in the ground now.
Parsons. I know we're jumping,
Yeah?
but I'm looking at the next story to be prepared. Mate, you're wearing some fucking tinfoil hat shit if you're like believing this. What the fuck?
Gabe,
Daily
Honestly,
Star. Who the fuck reads that?
Mitch, I just type in weird shit, and that's what it
Parsons.
comes up with.
Parsons,
Sorry.
I don't
this is the
read
same,
it.
This is the same tabloid that says the world's going to blow up in the next day.
Moving on.
Every fucking week.
It's
Oh my
entertaining,
God.
Gabe, to talk
Moving
about.
on. Time travel now. We all know that doesn't
Yeah.
exist.
It does. It's real. Have you seen Back to the
Shut up,
Future?
Parsons.
I have.
Oh my
Time
God.
traveling DeLoreans are a thing.
Mia. Okay. So let's read this. Mia claims she had been to the year. Has a
2,600 or whatever.
Yeah.
2,600 as part of a bizarre scheme and was recruited after being asked to meet with a man in her high school principal's office.
Well, that-
Jesus, that doesn't
That
sound.
sounds.
Entered the office. Mia claimed a man dressed in black. Oh, it's the MIB. Black guys. Hey.
The Men in Black's real. Men in Black is
Offered her
real.
a job and said more information would be provided later.
This sounds shady as hell, man.
Mia added she had been inducted into an advanced science program in which she could leap forward in time without explaining how she managed to make the 600-year jump. So that means it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Mia sad.
Mitchell, did you
said,
not read the title already? Of course it's bullshit.
World around her was incredibly different to what it is today. Well, yeah, you fucking hope it would be different, wouldn't you?
I don't think it'd be that. I don't know. I don't think it'd be as different.
I saw robots, aliens, and human beings all living together in
fuck's sake.
peace.
Just what you want to see in the
Right, no,
future.
I mean, humans
The next bit just shows how much bullshit it is. I talked to people from this time, and they told me how the world changed. I'm sorry, you're 600 years in the future. The people you're talking to now are not going to have a clue what the world was like now, like as we are now. Really,
It might be in the history books, Guillaume.
it could be, but how are they going to know for sure? They told me how the world changed. Like,
With
come
how
on.
the world, with
How did the
human
world
race is
change?
going right now, I'm surprised we ain't died out in 600 years.
That's a very good point.
But how do they think the world changed? How are we all going to
Exactly,
change?
exactly.
Well, hold
It's
on.
just
Well,
rubbish and
this is
accuracy.
They said that the red sky, so apparently the sky was red, by the sounds of it. They said the red
Cool.
sky was caused by global warming, and they all had microchips in them. So everyone's microchipped, basically.
Bit weird. The sky was red today, but alright.
Then the next bit, commenters were divided over her claim, with one
What?
supporter saying, "I believe her. I've already heard something about the chips getting put into people, so I'm convinced."
You know what's funnier? When
Fucking
you read the
retards.
comments of this article,
Please read them, Gabe.
it's a sad.
then-
Yeah, go on,
Then
Gabe.
says some others, however, were more skeptical. Really, I don't believe it. One said a high school student was pulled out of class to take part in a time travel experiment. Really? Seriously? I strongly doubt a teenage girl in high school will submit to a crazy job proposed by a mysterious man dressed in a black suit. That's the best story you can come up with.
I want to know two things.
Was it Will Smith?
Yeah, Agent K as well with the fucking laser light beam when she got back.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. Now, mate, honestly, literally, I want to know what shit she's smoking because that must be some fucking good trip.
On this time travel one, yeah, there's a related article. Time traveler from year 3700 reveals robot technology used in war against humans.
Of course they did.
It looks like a very crudely made metal bar of.
Yeah.
No, looks like just metal casing held together by some wires.
Has she been watching too much
like...
Terminator?
He looks like he's just ripped it out of one of them claw machines at an arcade.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. No, but it's like, do you know? I can't explain what it is, but he's basically got like sort of like metal sort of joining sections, like you put on like a shelf or something to hold it in place. It looks like he's just got a bunch of those, screwed them together, and wrapped a load of wires around it, and then he's put like some pincer thing on the end of it.
Yeah, I could have made that in beat like engineering.
That's literally what it looks like. But I'm just gonna say this story obviously is just hilarious. But I just love so underneath. So it's obviously you've got the like main headline, and then you've got like the picture and the caption, and then it's like the bit that sort of introduces the like article, and it says a self, and the self being all in capital letters. A self-claimed time traveler has revealed apparent shocking details about the future, including how aliens and humans live together. One, self, like it's
She's
a
legit.
self.
I think it's legit.
And also, the apparent shocking details. All she said was humans, aliens, and robots live together in peace. I'm so shocked.
I.e., we don't need to worry about the world becoming iRobot. It's basically what she's saying. But everything else is
iRobot
fine.
is a great film. Go
It's
watch
a brilliant
it.
film.
That's
Jesus
probably where she
Christ,
travelled
old.
to. That's
Mate,
probably where she travelled to. Or she
I might have
fell
to do some
asleep
research
on
to
the
find
couch
out
drunk
where.
and was watching that and gave
Yeah.
the ideas.
Watch that movie again. I mean,
And And then she watched I Am Legend and thought, wow,
my fucking god,
we're
how do
gonna
you
die
convince
out.
yourself to get to like that point, like in your head, where you're like, oh my god, it's totally legit. Like I just don't understand.
Again, I want to speak to a dealer.
I mean, she is on some good shit.
Like, hell. What makes it even funnier is the fact that she's like, oh, I don't know. It's just the thing is, it's not even. It won't be the first story. It won't be the last story either.
It's up there with the flat earthers as the most dumbest thing I've ever heard.
But Mitchell, you don't know if it's that it's not round. It's definitely flat.
Go to the edge and jump off there.
The map's flat. The map's flat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because someone thought, fuck it, let's print it on a bit of paper.
The North Pole don't exist. Shut up.
And think, fuck it, it's flat now. Not like there's pictures from up in space. Where
There's no such thing as gravity. That's just invisible tentacles pulling you down.
There's no such thing as spherical objects in space.
People that went up to the moon, they had a lack of oxygen, which meant they saw that they saw that the planet was round. They didn't actually believe it because they were so delusional with lack of oxygen. Yeah, totally.
Oh yeah, because the cameras got affected by that as well.
Yeah, totally, man.
Yeah, the cameras stopped breathing.
Yeah.
Give me a second, I just got to shut my shutters for a second.
I got a bit cross-eyed and saw the world round. Jesus.
Can I just say, the last 12 minutes, how many people we've triggered at this point? I'm so sorry.
Gabe, you know what? When it comes to people who think the Earth is flat, I genuinely couldn't give a shit.
They're living in a 3D world, mate.
Honestly, people honestly...
The platformer.
Seriously. Like, people who think the Earth is flat, honestly, they're on something strong as well, seriously.
Oh, sweet Jesus Christ.
They need to go back to playing Super Mario and Oddworld.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, Pac-Man. They need to go back to playing that. Anyway, that's a great discussion. That was brilliant.
Wait, tune in next week for more stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
Right. Go on, Gabe and Guillaume, do your shit.
Right, Guillaume, I have a bone to pick with you with one of these incidents, but we'll deal with this. We'll deal with this at the end.
God, you son of a bitch.
So we just had the Brazilian Grand Prix.
Yep, last weekend.
It's just gone.
Yep.
Decent race.
I thought it was a good race, yeah.
A good fun race considering the Drivers' Championship has just been wrapped up.
Yeah.
Mercedes won the Constructors' Championship with Hamilton winning.
Yep, for the 5th year in a row. Great
Yep.
achievement. You got to say it.
Yep.
Yay.
I'd phoned them up.
5 years in a row.
Yep.
Well done to them.
Yay.
5 years. That just shows how quickly like time passes because that's just crazy.
And and Hamilton winning took his out of the last 99 races,
Yep.
he has won 50 of them.
Yep.
Hamilton, which is incredible to be honest.
It's ludicrous. I mean,
That's-
it's good because although like his personality annoys me at times, the fact that there's a British driver up there doing that sort of
Yep.
level of stuff is crazy. That's just
Yeah. And now, of course, Gabe is gonna shout at me about the main thing that
Right.
happened in
Okay.
because
Is it got something to do with the French? Because I don't blame
yes,
him.
yes, it
Yeah,
does. It's got,
very much to do with the
it
French.
involves the French driver. Yes. Come on, Gabe, shout at me. What is it?
Bloody French.
So, on lap, oh god, it was lap 40 something. No, it was lap 44.
Oh, God,
ironically enough,
Lap.
lap 44.
Lap
So the conspiracy
44.
theorists, the conspiracy theorists think that it was the deliberate thing because it was on lap 44 and Hamilton's car number 44, which means Hamilton has to fucking win.
Gabe,
Yes, boy.
Get
But
the fuck. Just get on with it.
Gabe,
No.
we'll get to the conspiracy theories later. Get on with it for now.
Verstappen is leading the race, out in front.
Yep.
Good 5
Cruising
seconds.
as well.
Yeah, good 5 seconds comfortably ahead of Hamilton. He
Mhm.
goes to lap 16th place,
No,
2 lap down.
No, I'm going to stop you already. He wasn't
Okay.
lapping him.
No. Okay, sorry. Ocon was trying to unlap himself. That was it.
Yep,
My
which
bad,
he's
yeah.
allowed to do.
Which he is allowed to do legally by the regs, okay?
Mhm.
Ocon decides to go, fuck it. I'm going to steam it into turn 1, forgetting that the guy that I'm overtaking is in the fucking lead, and then crashes into him. However, I will say this, and this is where I do agree with Guillaume a bit. Max is at fault because he should have seen him coming. And he clearly saw him was alongside. But
Yes.
can I just say, he's with a Mercedes engine, which is OP as fuck down the back straight, that he would have overtaken the Red Bull, no questions asked at all, on the straight, only a corner after the corner that he actually went for the move.
But
So,
I get what you're saying.
Crazy to me.
But at the same time, Ocon was. But I'm just going to feel. Because I know you might think, or I know from what I said to Gabe before this, it sounded like I thought
Yeah.
Ocon was completely blameless. I don't. I do think he was overly ambitious and it was a bit of a silly move. But the way I see it is, he is allowed by the regulations to unlap himself, which he tried to do.
Yeah.
Because he was faster than Max Verstappen. He just pitted. He was on new tyres, and he was going to be much quicker than him.
Yeah.
He had a chance to go past Verstappen into the first corner, and he did go past him initially. Verstappen, once Verstappen saw that he was going past him and was unlapping himself,
Yeah.
you can see it on the onboard. Verstappen lets off the brakes and just
Yeah.
rolls into the corner faster because he doesn't want the force injury of Ocon in front of him.
Yeah.
That is where my problem lies.
Yeah.
Verstappen, especially after the race, which we'll get to in a bit more detail in a moment,
Yeah.
and the way he was reacting during the race as well, calling Ocon a fucking idiot,
Yeah.
was very was incredibly harsh because, for me, Verstappen put himself in that situation because all he needed to do to avoid that situation was let Ocon past.
Yeah.
Simple. Let Ocon past. He'll drive away from you, and then you can get on with your race. As you pointed out, Gabe, he was cruising in the lead. He was about 4 or 5 seconds in front. He had fresher. He was on faster and newer tyres than Hamilton behind him, and Hamilton had an issue with his car.
Yeah.
All he had to do was just let Ocon go, not get involved in anything stupid, and he would have won the race comfortably.
Yeah.
That's where my problem lies. And also, I have a problem with the way everyone afterwards, all the pundits and everything, and they're saying Ocon's, really terrible driving. It's all his fault. And I'm like, no, look at it clearly. You can see Verstappen should have just, that's what I'm saying, a more mature driver. As Hamilton said to him in the before the podium after the race, he said the exact words to Verstappen. Hamilton said to Verstappen about he's allowed to unlap himself, to which Verstappen replied, yeah, but you can't crash into the leader. Hamilton then said what was exactly correct to him, and he said, you had more to lose than he did. He had nothing to lose.
Yeah,
And that's
exactly.
exactly the point. Verstappen, that's what I'm saying. Hamilton, or maybe even Vettel, or
Yeah.
the likes of Raikkonen, the more experienced drivers would not
Yeah.
have got themselves in that situation because they would have just let him go.
Yeah,
They would have
totally.
let him pass, and they would not have put themselves in a position to have a crash.
Yeah.
And that's why I think, Verstappen basically can't just, say I got taken out by someone being stupid. He
Exactly.
put himself in a situation where it was possible for that to happen by by just not accepting that, okay, I can let him go because it's not going to affect my race.
Yeah.
It's not going to change anything. He's well behind me. I'll just let him go and get on with his race. That's why I think it was just a bit,
Yeah, I will say
very
that.
harsh for people to say that Ocon, was, stupid. That, and I'm just gonna need to get this off my chest as well.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, I don't know if you've looked, Dave. If you look on the BBC Sport F1
Yeah.
page, Jolyon Palmer is like
Oh,
a pundit.
fuck. No.
And this is exactly my point. He said he does like a column after every race, and he said in that column
fucking God.
a couple of things that just shocked, blew my mind that he could say something like this. One, he said Ocon should have been disqualified from the race. I thought was a bit, which I thought was
debatable.
I just think it was extremely harsh.
Yeah.
He also described what Ocon did as one of the worst pieces of F1 driving he's ever seen.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And I'm sorry, but this is Jolyon Palmer, the man who not once outqualified in last season. He was in F1. He did not outqualify his teammate once all season.
He was so shit. How is he saying that?
He scored, I think it was 6 points to his teammates' 60 or something like that.
And that was in one race. Congratulations.
And he scored all his points in one race. And he has the nerve to now try and claim that what Ocon did was one of the worst pieces of F1 driving in history.
Now, Palmer can officially suck an egg. Like,
it was
that, fuck.
Right.
No. Okay. Can we refer to the incident with Magnussen in Malaysia? Just casually turned into Magnussen and taken himself out. Can we refer to that? Oh yeah, you got to be alert to drive on a street circuit. Yeah, what happened, Palmer? What happened? Oh, you crashed into a fucking wall. Congratulations. That triggers me more. Like, the fuck.
Honestly, that's what he said. And honestly, and forgetting the fact that it's Jolyon Palmer, if anyone had said that, I would have questioned it because, one, what Ocon did was not deliberate. He did not deliberately crash into Verstappen.
No.
Sebastian Vettel last season in Azerbaijan deliberately drove into Lewis Hamilton under the safety car.
Yes.
That was petulant, it was childish, and he should have been disqualified from that race.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll say that.
This is a big segment, I've just noticed.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll brush over it.
But one thing I will say,
Michael Schumacher twice drove into rivals to try and win a world championship deliberately.
Yeah.
How on earth Jolyon Palmer can claim that what Ocon did was worse? Also, Pastor Maldonado was in Formula One for like 4 years.
And he won a fucking race.
And he won. No, but I'm just talking about Pastor Maldonado when he wasn't winning, when he didn't win that race. Basically, every other race when he crashed into someone or crashed into something that wasn't moving.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Honestly, the way Palmer described it, and
I'm sorry, Palmer does not have a foot to fucking stand on because
no, he doesn't.
Some of the incidents he was in was just so fucking stupid.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I will say this: I watched the Grand Prix highlights before the podcast again, and I also watched all the onboard cameras and replays and everything. I will say I don't blame Ocon as much as I did when I first immediately texted him straight after, because admittedly it's a case of Max. I'm not being funny. The move that he did on, what was it? I think it was Vettel and Raikkonen. He did it into the S's, and and Hamilton, and he stayed so far to the inside curve.
Yeah, he did.
And he was completely on the other side that time.
Exactly. And I think Ocon tweeted after the race a side-by-side image of him overtaking Fernando Alonso in the same place earlier in the race, and then what we tried to do on Verstappen. And you can see it. The move on Alonso was almost identical, and it worked. The move on Verstappen obviously didn't work, and you can see it's because Verstappen left him no space. And I think, but then of course there was more controversy once the race had finished.
Yeah.
Because basically, as Verstappen was coming back to the pit lane after the race, on the team radio, he said something along the lines of, "I hope I can't find Ocon after the race," and then the rest of the message was censored. So presumably, what he said was completely unbroadcastable.
Yep.
Probably something along the lines of, "He's
Great.
absolutely fucked."
Yeah.
And then basically, he did find him after the race, and he was caught on camera. Basically, Verstappen was, sort of pushing him in the chest and really having a go at him. And I think people maybe maybe overreacted to it a bit. But I do think it was a bit of an overreaction. What some people said about it, people were calling it a fight. It wasn't a fight. It was a bit of an altercation, but it wasn't a fight.
Yeah.
But I will say this. What I will say is that it was childish of Verstappen, one, to say what he did on the radio, basically to threaten violence before he'd even got out of the car.
Yeah.
And then to, actually almost go and commit that violence once he got out of the car. That was just childish, to be honest. And he got a penalty for it as well.
Yeah. He's
Got
a
punished
hothead.
for it.
Him and Gasly are going to get on so well with their team orders for Gasly this race. That was funny.
Yeah, it's going to be hilarious.
I'm right up his fucking ass. Well, if he's up my fucking ass, he can fucking overtake.
Yeah.
On. It's like, he's going to go well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gasly let Max through. Max let Gasly through. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Back in
Right, so okay, cool.
Okay.
I think we'll leave that there. We've talked enough. We'll just mention not this weekend, but the weekend after that, the 24th and 25th is the last race of the season.
Hooray! Thank fuck for that.
As we've mentioned, both championships are sorted, so there's nothing to be decided. Hopefully, all the drivers will just go out there and have a bit of fun, and we'll get a decent race out of it. I don't hold out too much hope because the track is absolutely horrendous.
Yes,
but,
it is.
But we'll see, and hopefully, it's a good race and it ends the season well. It's been a very good season, so.
I think we should do is do a separate podcast reviewing the season, because I think me and you both have quite a lot to talk about for that. So.
Jesus
don't worry. No, we can do that away from this main podcast.
I was about to say I was about to fall asleep.
But you don't have to listen to it, Parsons. Though, I've been forgetting to tell you, your team, Bournemouth.
Well, yes. Tell me about good old Bournemouth.
Yeah, ever since you started supporting them, they've lost all their games.
No way. Oh, God.
They have lost their last two matches, unfortunately. One of them was against Manchester United, so it was possibly a little bit understandable. But even so, it was. Although I will say, Bournemouth did play very well in that match, and they were unlucky to lose. But then they did lose. Bournemouth. But then they did lose to Newcastle. Who before playing Bournemouth had won one match this season and were about 12 or 13 places behind Bournemouth in the table. But Bournemouth are still, I think, 6th in the league, so they're still doing very well.
Hooray!
And one of Bournemouth's players, Callum Wilson, got called up to the England squad for this week. So, well done to him.
Well done to that guy.
And if anyone's interested, England are playing the USA in a friendly tonight. Playing now. They're winning 2-0. The match is basically turned into Wayne Rooney's testimonial because he got called up to the squad even though he'd retired from international football 2 years ago. Purely because he never got a proper send off when he retired. So the match is basically a Wayne Rooney testimonial match. It's a friendly. It's not really important. The one match that is important for England in this international break is the one that's on Sunday, I think it is, against Croatia in their Nations League campaign. If they win, they go into some final thing of the UEFA Nations League. I'm not that interested because it's the UEFA Nations League and it's a really pointless competition. There, sport done. Moving on.
Sport is done. On to our last section. Parsons, do you want to lead us through this one? I can do it if you want to. I'm not too.
I'll do it.
Yeah, okay.
It's painful, but I'll do it.
Yeah.
So, you all know, earlier this week, we unfortunately lost good old Stanley.
Yeah.
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 That one was. Yeah.
That was a painful one.
Yeah.
That hit me really hard.
95 he was.
He was, and fun fact, never actually retired.
No,
No.
it was
Never
always in the
retired.
films. It was always in the Marvel films, making that
Always
cameo.
doing a bit of work, but you don't
What
know who
about
Stan Lee is. If you don't know who Stan Lee is, what the fuck?
Where have you
This
been?
guy who made all the amazing Marvel characters like
Yeah.
the Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, X-Men,
Yeah.
Hulk, Iron Man, all those.
Yep.
But at the time, the superheroes, they were good, but they weren't relatable in a way, I'd
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Because there was Captain America, Batman, Superman. Superman, pretty much a god who flies around, is bulletproof, shoots lasers out of his eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Batman, a billionaire who beats crime as a bats in a bat suit.
Yeah.
And Captain America guy who gets injected with super juice and fights Nazis.
Yeah.
But when Stan Lee came along, you kind of got, especially with, because his first one was the Fantastic Four, I believe. I believe it was.
I'm not sure. I know I know. I'm not sure about the comics. I know the first one that became a film was X-Men.
Right.
Yeah, it was. But I'd say it was Fantastic Four, the first one he did. And even though that's about big superheroes and all that, it's also mainly about a family as well.
Yeah.
And about family problems and all.
Yeah.
And how that kind of stuff. So that's relatable, and especially when it came to Spider-Man as well.
Yeah.
Because it's about, especially for me, it's about a weird teenage nerdy kid.
Trying to
It's
find his
you,
way.
basically.
Yeah, so I know how that feels. Know how that, it's painful as it is. I know how that feels. What that feels like.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a big loss. I mean, I hope for. I mean, what's the next Marvel film that was supposedly coming out?
Captain Marvel, I'd say.
I hope that he got some filming
He
in
did.
of him being in that.
Apparently, I don't know if this is true or not. Someone at my uni told me this today. Apparently, he has filmed like quite a few like cameo scenes to go in future Marvel films.
That's brilliant if he has.
believe-
So it's like
So.
it's not like just the next one. It's like a few, like quite a few into the future. He's filmed already, so he can still be in them.
I'd say he has. I think the Avengers one he definitely has. They've confirmed he'll have a cameo in that.
Yeah.
I don't know about the new Spider-Man.
Hmm.
Uh,
Well, I don't know. As I said, I don't know if that is true or not, but yeah, I think that would be a very good tribute,
I
if
think
you
he
would, to like
Yeah.
to the man who basically made Marvel what it is, kind of thing. You know, I think people always sort of, I certainly initially took sort of a little bit of took the piss a little bit out of the fact that he was always making these cameos in the films, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
did they actually need to be there? Did they add anything to the film? But I just think,
It's fun.
You know,
It's just a
It's
fun
fun,
little
funny.
thing.
Yeah.
that's obviously now he's passed away, it will become a really good tribute, to be able
Yeah.
to see him in the film. And I think, but even so, but when he was still alive, it was the same. This is the man who made this massive,
In fairness,
franchise what it
even
is.
though it's a tribute to him, he wasn't the only one.
Oh no, yeah, of
There
course he
was-
wasn't.
It was two others he had. There was Steve Ditko and Jack Kirby, who
Yes,
both helped him, but he was the big mind behind it.
yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. I think him being, all the cameos and that, whatever people think about them, it's always a good tribute to, such a, visionary person, because that's what he was. Let's be honest.
There will never
Yeah.
be another Stanley.
No, there won't. No one will be able to create such a, enthralling and just popular
He made-
franchise, basically. That
Made so many childhoods, that man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
I mean,
He
I was saying this to Mitchell off camera as well. I'd like, because in video games they make like Easter eggs, like different shout outs to different people. I'd like it if Stan Lee, once the cameos are done,
he's
has little cameo, has like little You know, like in a newspaper, you know,
Like little references, yeah.
yeah. You know, like the typical shot where like someone's standing in front of a newsstand, they open the paper up and it's just got a picture of Stan Lee or like a drawing of him or something, like a drawing
Yeah.
of him on like a side of a lamppost or something stupid.
Or it's
I would
always
lo-
just guy's name or something in the background.
He has a
I'd
cameo
love
in-
to always have that.
He does have a
what I'd like.
cameo in the new Spider-Man game.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Yeah, I think that would certainly be obviously with he's got if he's got the few cameos filmed for for the future. As I say, if there's not that many or if once they've used them all, I think any little references that they can get in, I think would be nice touches basically in the films.
They should
Yeah, exactly.
graffiti his face on the wall in like an alleyway or something.
That'd be so cool.
Just have little things in the background, whether it's his face or name or just a reference to it. Like it doesn't have to be so direct. It could just be a little indirect reference to something.
Exactly.
I think
That
it's
people
hard. The fact
understand means him.
we have to wake up now in a world with no Stan Lee.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. So we all knew he was old, but like, because,
95, really good for an age.
And the thing is, he was
And
so
I think-
active.
Yeah, he was.
So active.
And I think it wasn't even his age, was it? I think he was ill, and I think that is that was what led to his.
What did
definitely.
he pass away from?
I'm not sure what it was, but I think he was ill of it was some sort of illness. But that's what I'm saying. Basically, at the age of 95, really, he was still going. Basically, that's the thing.
To be fair though, like if you catch the simplest of any infection or illness at that age,
Oh no, yeah, of course.
worse than
Yeah.
Uh,
No, it's crazy.
he shall be missed very much.
Yeah,
Very much so.
absolutely.
I'll miss him.
What was your favourite Marvel movie, guys? Like, if you had to pick one, what would your
Fucking hell.
favourite movie be? Should we start with you, Parsons?
Come back to me.
Okay. Guillaume?
Oh,
That I have to think.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean-
Mitchell?
I mean, I don't think I necessarily have a favorite.
Mm.
I don't necessarily like watch them, but I'll watch
Okay.
I'll watch them if they're in cinema.
What's the favourite one that you've watched? Like, out of the ones you've watched yourself?
I don't know. I wouldn't have. A
I mean,
favorite, if I'm honest.
I think you can split it into, for me anyway, I think there's probably two. One of them is Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good because it was just so different to, any sort of superhero film you'd seen before. And it was just, so well put together and, everything like that.
Yeah.
And, just such a, like, breath of fresh air in, in the, genre of superhero films. So, yeah, that would be one of them, definitely. And then, for me, I think the first Avengers film, for me,
Mm.
was really good. I really liked that. Because I think that one set up, a lot of what's happened since, basically. I think so. Yeah, those would be my two picks.
I can say one that I do,
Go on.
and that's Homecoming,
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's
yeah,
kind
I
of
think I can see that. Yeah,
Spider-Man being in the MCU and all of that, and he gets to interact with everything else. And it's about a kid, more indirect with the comics, how he's like a kid in school instead of an adult or a.
yeah. I do like the Homecoming. That is very good.
You got one, Gabe?
I'd probably have to go with Deadpool in terms of his appearance, like in it. Like the cameo was really funny in that one.
Oh, we're talking about
for me.
Stan Lee.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, Deadpool is my favourite Marvel film, period, anyway. But the fact also, like, the cameo, like, I still remember being in the cinema, like, watching that for the first time. And, like,
Yeah.
like the way that Deadpool just walks into the strip club, and then you literally just see,
Yeah.
point to the DJ behind him, and Stan Lee's just got this massive grin on his face. It
Yeah.
just made the whole cinema laugh. I'll never forget that. Like, the whole, like you say though, the whole of Deadpool, like even to be fair, Deadpool 1 and 2 were both brilliant films.
They
Like,
both are.
the first one for me had the originality, like you say, Ian. Like
Yeah.
it was something totally like different, and it was so standout. And the second one didn't fuck it up, which is why it was good.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I was so happy about the second one, because it was so good and it didn't fuck it up. yeah, just brilliant.
I think they're all. I don't think. What's the worst one? Go on then. We'll be harsh.
Oh, no, we can't do that. We can't.
Nah.
Yeah, we
You can't pick
can.
a worst. No, you can't.
Nah.
Can't pick a worst one.
The
I mean-
Fantastic Four films were pretty bad.
I mean, if you
Shit,
if
I
you had
remember
to
them.
if you had to Green Lantern, but I liked the Fantastic
That's
Four ones as a
DC.
kid. Actually, yeah, even then, there you go then. Sorry, I'm getting
They're
confused because of the
DC.
Green Lantern reference. Yeah,
And
But-
the Wolverine film with Deadpool in it was horrible.
I
You
didn't
watched
watch
that one?
that. To be fair,
Don't.
okay, but even then though, like, I think flop films show a series of evolution on like how to make better films.
Yeah.
Like, I think you got to make flop films to make good films. So, like, I
I'd
wouldn't
say, yeah.
necessarily bash them if that makes sense. It's just it's a
No, I
It's
just
the
do
point
'cause I
of-
don't like them.
Some of the shit films
Yeah.
are funny because of how shit they are.
yeah.
Yeah. That is true. That is
That's
very
what makes it even
true.
funnier.
You literally just watch it and you think, why the fuck am I watching this? It's stupid, but I'm still watching it.
Yeah, that is true for sure.
I think is that everything,
that-
guys?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
that wraps episode 12 up.
Jesus
Nicely.
Christ, episode fucking 12.
This is gonna be a bit later on when we some of this stuff. Probably a couple weeks old news.
Yeah, sorry about that because I need to edit episode 11. And then this episode, as of raw recording at the moment, is an hour and 40 minutes. So
Seriously?
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
but there's not much to take out.
No, there isn't. I'll listen
This
to
will-
both of those.
So this would be like
So-
our longest. Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
Episode, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's been a very good episode. I don't think we've got sidetracked too much either. So it's been
No,
yeah,
I
very
think we've
good.
had a very good discussion, lads.
I think so, yeah.
Pleasure having your company. Join us next time for episode 13. Would you believe it? 13,
Wow.
which will be
That's an unlucky
filmed-
number, guys.
Oh yeah, mate. Like, I mean,
Only
Aaron
if
will
that-
be there. It's fine. It will all be lucky.
so that
Aaron
will be
said-
filmed around the 23rd, 24th of November. So
Aaron
Yeah.
said he will be there, so I think things will be good.
yes, it should be very good. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching and listening, and we'll speak to you in the next episode. Have a good week.
Goodbye.
Bye.